Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I'm actually on location working on a game here in this movie theater, you can see. And I wanted to talk about what's going wrong with this particular game. This is Jurassic Park. Some interesting things. There, I've removed the upper flipper right here, and there's a post in front of the flipper, and it literally broke off. So here's what this post looks like up top, right? It's right in front of the edge of the flipper. So the flipper is right here, and then there's a post. It literally broke the little, you see these, those are called T-nuts, and they're basically a nut with some things in them. You see here's one, a replacement one, and I've already got on the end of this. The original one only had 3 prongs, and it broke. So there's supposed to be threading there, and it broke. So all of these here are those T-nuts. It looks like the ones Stern are using are not quite as good as they could have. I got a replacement one, and you see it's got 4 prongs instead of 3. Hopefully it'll be a little bit stronger. I don't know. I think it's got a little bit more threading on it too. So I'm gonna put that in that hole and get this post working again. Usually these bolts break, but this time it actually broke the T-nut, which is very unusual. So it probably got a little bit loose and then just started banging away at it, and the weak point was down there on the bottom. And then I also had the flipper assembly here. See, it's underneath the flipper assembly, so I had to take that whole thing apart. But one of the bolts for the coil stop bolt broke inside of the bracket. Not a very fun thing. Here's a picture of the broken bolt. So I guess the bolts that they're using, the metal is not as good a quality. And this is a Stern Jurassic Park. So I had to drill this out. I had to pull this off, bring it back to my workshop, and drill it out carefully with a tiny little bit, and then remove it. And I was able to salvage the threads in that. So I'm going to put that all back together. So that's kind of where we're at right now. The kind of things that break on location. So this whole flipper assembly had to be put together. The funny thing is, right, so I break the game down, and I put an out of order sign. I actually put the out of order sign inside of the game and seal it underneath the glass, unplug it, take the balls out of the machine. I'm thinking nobody's going to mess with it, right? I get home, and the guy at the theater calls me and says, "Hey, I turned the machine on. It seems to work. I don't understand why there's an out of order." I'm like, "Dude, did you look? There's a flipper missing." So there's always going to be something. So I'm going to get this thing working, and we're going to see how it's going to play. Stay tuned.